Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin in the absence of any interesting developments on the larger time frame. In this video, I just want to focus on the micro level here. We still see this range and Bitcoin is adhering to the range. As indicated yesterday, I prefer a move to the upside from here to complete this fifth wave. Let's just move out a little bit to explain here the development of the 15th of June low. The current view is that a larger wave 2 bottomed here on the 15th of June. So the idea is that we completed a smaller wave 1. So obviously we are based on that assumption in a larger degree wave 3, which would be very bullish if that count is correct. Yeah, but that view is only valid, and that is exactly what Elliott Wave tells us, that we need to change our view between below 26,190. So that's an information that is invaluable and that can be used for trading. As long as we hold above that level, the focus can be on higher. So the view is we completed the wave 1 of sub-degree or of lower degree wave 1, right, within that wave 3. So the idea is we are now in this wave 3, but that consists of 5 waves as well, that wave 3. So we are looking at this first wave currently of the third wave, and that could really do with one more high. It doesn't need it as desperately as Ethereum needed it. Ethereum did it. Yeah, Ethereum did get another high yesterday, and I think the day before that as well. So that fulfilled that development on the ETH chart fulfilled our primary scenario that we've been talking about for weeks. Now the good news is Ethereum desperately needed it. Bitcoin doesn't necessarily need that one more high because you can get away with counting 5 waves complete already into the 23rd of June high. Okay, so we can get away with that. I wouldn't have a massive problem with that, which means that there is still decent chances that we could be in a wave 2 if we come down lower instead of breaking down completely. So what we always need to see in Elliott Wave is 5 waves into the trend direction. And we've got that here with the alternative count, but it would be clearer if we were getting one more swing high here. Now at the moment, Bitcoin doesn't like it apparently. So still would like to get one more high though, just because it would give me the more ideal structure. I'm always looking, as an analyst, I'm always looking for the idealized wave structures. Now, reality is it's not always idealized, but crypto, in contrast to many other asset classes, works better with Elliott Wave because it is more than other asset classes driven by sentiment and mass sentiment instead of asset classes, I don't know, like Forex, which is also driven by sentiment, but there are many other fundamentals and many other considerations that are taken by Forex traders, investors, that are not so much important in the crypto space. In crypto, there are not really any measurable fundamentals that you can use and that institutions really would use for making trading decisions, right? Because you can't put a value on the value of a crypto network. We don't really have any measurable fundamentals here. So it's much more driven by hype and mass sentiment. That's why you get many more cleaner patterns. You get clean patterns in crypto. Yeah, you have nice impulses to the upside and you have nice corrections. Corrections are always messy, but that's normal. Okay. But Bitcoin is dividing very, very nicely into either we have an impulse, so we have a very, very aggressive move to the upside, or we have a very boring sideways range. So you can very nicely distinguish between corrections and impulses. That's really, really good. So in my opinion, one more high is not needed, but would be desirable. That's why I'm looking for it. But it will only keep that view alive as long as we're holding above the 50% Fibonacci retracement at 28,556. If we go below that, have to assume we're already in a wave 2. It would not be a disaster, but it would just look much better with one more high. Okay, so if we now look into the subwave structure, there is not any more micro counting I could add here in addition to the last video. So I'm looking at a 5-wave move in this 5th wave, which would complete the larger first wave before we get a wave 2 pullback, which doesn't necessarily have to come that deep. I need to repeat it because there will be new viewers all the time. if we assume we are in a larger third wave, if you know a little bit about Elliott Wave, and we teach a lot about it in the membership, a lot, then you know that in a third wave, in a larger third wave, the retracements of subwaves, even in a wave 2, could be shallow. They could be extremely shallow. So a lot of people are unfortunately under-positioned in a third wave because they think they can get an even better price or wait for even lower prices in pullbacks. Now, very often those don't go down that much, not in a third wave. Just be potentially aware of that, okay? So anyway, within that fifth wave, we have a possible 1-2 setup, and it should now follow through, but it hasn't done that yet. It doesn't do that at this stage. That's why I'm highlighting the potential here that we are potentially already in the wave 2, but as long as I don't have evidence, I can't really highlight it with too much confidence. So at the moment, primary expectation would be one more high. It has guided as well in the last few weeks and guided as well on the ETH chart as well, to confirm that it really needs to break above this 31,500 level. Target-wise, 32K is the ideal structure, ideal target. And you have micro support, so there is already, these are the levels, the first warnings. Should Bitcoin break down and should we be in a wave 2, then the first warnings that we come down deeper will already be issued as soon as Bitcoin breaks below this small wave 2, so 30,170. Of course, it could still find support lower, so it's not confirmation price will break down, but it could just become a more complex pattern in this wave 4. Yeah? But it is anyway a warning, because this smaller degree structure is only valid as long as price stays above 30,170. Now, this smaller degree structure is only to be seen as an idea, and it gives you very clearly the invalidation point, which is the 30,170 level. Now, if it goes below that level, it could still be a deeper wave 2, but therefore a more reliable level is here, this wave 2 low, which is at 29,430. Going below that again increases the risk and the probabilities for a move down in the larger degree wave 2, the larger degree, but it will just be confirmed below 28,546. Yeah, that gives you everything you need to know. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content there every single day, some funny stuff, some signals, some stuff about mindset, trading, TA, Elliott Wave, everything you need. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.